please give her a rousing welcome. Founder Norma Tracey AM to the front to tell us more.
You've had so much fun. I hate to spoil it.
Oh, no.
But this is not a happy story. Kira is 70. She is pregnant. She is Aboriginal. She tells me in the first session that she was groomed as a sex object for a bikie gang from the age of 3 to the age of 8, when docs found out and removed her from the family. She had a childhood in and out of mental hospitals by the time she was 13. She tells me the story in a monotonal, dulled, non-expressive way. Kira vomits 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I start to think, is the vomiting a way of bringing up and being freed of these terrible experiences she has had? I ask her this. She looks at me as if I'm mad. And I would think maybe I am, except that she never once vomited on the day I see her thereafter. Thank you. I have seen her now for 8 months, weekly. There are not just this one terrible case. There are dozens like this. There are girls on the streets up in the country, Liz will tell you about later, who truckies pick up on the way through. There are so many of these children who have not had a school experience of any value. It is enough to break your heart. I'll just tell you one little story before I tell you what we're going to do and what we've done for the last 20 years and why I desperately need your help here now, tonight. When I was young, very enthusiastic, assistant to the Professor of Child Health at Sydney University, a very famous man called John Bowlby visited our hospital. He became the world specialist on attachment and bonding between mother and baby. He wasn't famous for anything else, and he got a lot of rubbishing on the way, but this was his one brick. Used now for research throughout England, Australia, Europe, and USA. I had made a fabulous chart on how we were going to change the whole of the children's hospital, and rightly too. And he said, let's just wrap that up and put it in the corner. The most you can do in any one lifetime is put in a single brick. Make it a good one and people will want to make more bricks like it, and you may build a room, a house, but never a castle. I heard those words, young and enthusiastic though I was, and tonight I want to tell you about our brick. We won't get to 20 mothers very quickly. We'll be lucky to do 10 over 6 years. We will see them every week in psychotherapy. We will have a special program created by Mary who will give them experience, would you believe, of shopping? Would you believe an experience of cooking? Would you believe an opportunity to go to college, to TAFE, as we want every one of them to go there and have something they can take into the world as a result of our presence. We will have specialist nurses who will give breastfeeding, bottle feeding if needed, sleep, toileting, all those things they would otherwise have missed out on. This is our brick. I dare not tell you what it costs. You'll probably throw me out of the room. We have got to pay for therapists who normally earn $300 an hour, and we've got to pay them at least 100. We need 10 of them. Every one of them needs a supervisor because the work is so intense and so disturbing of our own inner world. We want to be able to hold them through the experience. So we need to pay our supervisors. We need to pay our life skill workers. We need to pay the kind of people that Therese is going to help us for. She's here, and her daughter beside her, who is also going to work with us. Therese is going to get us Aboriginal women who will mother, monitor, protect, support these young women through this 6-year journey. We need an awful lot of money. That's why I'm here tonight. You can't get specialists who will do such a deep, long, serious, trauma healing job with a little bit of stuff here and a little bit there and something that looks nice here. That doesn't heal trauma. Not trauma for a 3-year-old who's been penetrated and treated like an object. It won't work. So here's our story, and here's the last little bit. 1 week ago, no, 10 days ago, Kira had her baby. I went to visit 5 days later. Kira was in the midst of unbelievable chaos in her home. I just entered, and there in the middle of all the clothes and things, clean, mind you, but messy, was Kira holding her baby. We talked nearly an hour, and then she looked up shyly and she said, "Don't you want a nurse?" And she put the baby in my arms. This is what I thought I thought, why are we doing this? Why are we standing here, aged 86? No, 85, sorry. 86 in August. 85. Why am I standing here begging for money? God. I'm doing it because what I have designed over the last 64 years of professional life works.
Norma.